Dismissive avoidants are often in pursuit of the perfect relationship with the perfect partner. And early in dating, when they're laying it on hot and heavy to you, they think that you're the perfect partner until their attachment wounds kick in and they distance themselves from you. By having this notion that the perfect relationship exists, it always gives them an excuse to have one foot out the door with every partner they're with. Because if there's something better out there, why would you fully commit to the person you're with when there's something better out there? Better go find that something better. The perfect relationship that they fantasize about is one that doesn't actually exist in the real world. It's a relationship that's easy. They always want the easy relationship. Easy meaning surface level, fun, light, all the time. Surface level validation with no deep emotions, no conflict, no disagreements. They're always on the same page, and no expectations whatsoever. Meaning they get to come in, get the validation when they want it on their terms, and their partner expects nothing in return from them. And that is the fantasy relationship with the perfect partner that they're always in pursuit of. Early on in dating, well, that dopamine is sky high. It's a shared fantasy because the dismissive avoidant is their fantasy version of themselves, and you're that fantasy partner. They're convinced that you're the one until real world things happen. You get closer, the intimacy is triggering to them. Maybe you expressed your needs and expectations, which is triggering to them. There's pressures to commit, which is triggering to them. And just general closeness that builds, and especially if there's any disagreements, whoa, that's not the easy relationship. But they hold on to this fantasy of the one, so now they have an excuse to have one foot out the door with you when their fears get triggered and go pursue that fantasy relationship. The reason why they have this fantasy notion is that their fantasy relationship is one where none of their attachment wounds get triggered. It's a relationship where none of their insecurities ever get triggered. The problem is that relationship does not exist in the real world. There are always expectations from your partner. There's always going to be disagreements because no two human beings on earth will ever agree 100% of the time. But they will hold on to this because it's the one kind of relationship that doesn't trigger their fears. And by the way, all those fears stem from consistent childhood emotional neglect. They grew up in an environment where their emotional needs weren't met and they were never shown healthy love. So they developed wounds that get triggered by healthy, normal relationship behaviors. So they seek a relationship that doesn't trigger the wounds, but it's a fantasy relationship that doesn't exist.